Hello guys, it's Two Latin Brothers Podcast, also known as T.L.B.P. I'm Victor.
And I'm Adrian.
And, well, today it's episode... What episode is this? I don't actually know.
Did you actually
I actually just forgot what episode this is.
Look, it's episode 42.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay,
we have 10 weeks left of the year, according to our recording schedule. Who knows? I actually don't know how many weeks there are left.
Yeah.
I actually have no idea. Also, sorry it's super late, because... we have lives.
Yeah.
Apparently we have lives and we're busy people.
Well,
so,
people know we upload Friday.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, normally it's like 5, like, Friday at like
11-ish.
12-ish when I take my lunch.
In the evening, you know? But today we have a guest. Your guest, Adrian.
Yeah, my guest. So you're on the... Actually, you can introduce yourself now.
Yeah.
All right, my name is Mack. I don't really have much else to say about myself.
Most people don't.
I'm not that special.
Like almost everybody we have on, like no joke, they go, this is my name, and that's all I got.
Yeah.
But in the next couple of minutes, we're gonna find out that this is more.
You'll find out everything.
No, yeah, but it's really funny. That's always like the reaction, and some people go, my name, like what? Where are we going with this?
Yeah.
Like, why would you throw me on the spot like that? And it's always super interesting. And so, this one time, someone's like, "Wait, are we live right now?" Mm-hmm. I go, "No, I'm just like it's like
a recording.
We edit in post. There's post."
I could give you my entire biography, but I don't know if you want that right now.
But is it someone started like listing out their favorite sports? That
I'll tell you everything
they
right now.
Like they were like, "I'm single."
It's like
their
age.
I'm more like, yo, this ain't a Tinder profile.
That's what I'm saying. So I'll let you know the basic. I'm Mack.
Yeah. All right.
So the rundown is, for those who are first listeners, basically
42 episodes in, and we have new listeners.
Yeah, if we have new listeners, you know.
Whatever.
Well,
continue.
for first listeners, normally this is almost like an interview. I am the person who brings in a guest. You know, obviously brings in the guest, and then the person opposite.
So the other brother, because it's two Latin brothers.
Yes, brings the questions.
Yes.
Okay. So normally I have 3 questions, and normally right now, as I do have 3, I'm not making sense. So you know what? Let's just get into the questions. What are your hobbies? You know, what do you do on your spare time?
I play a lot of video games.
And
I watch a lot of anime.
Oof. Oh, this is good.
See, this is why I brought it up.
We have a lot to talk about.
Honestly, like we have like one of the questions, like, okay, so me and Victor are like adamant anime fans. Like,
really?
Like a lot of people don't know this about us, but we will make time. Like, we're really busy, especially me. I'm more busy than he is.
Yeah.
But I will make time in myself. Like, there'll be days where I'm like, yo, bro, like, what is like Fairy Tail? I'm like, we'll be like watching Fairy Tail. I'll be like, bro, look, the episode of Fairy Tail just came out. We're gonna watch it right now. I only got 20 minutes. I'm gonna hit play, and I'm skipping the intro song. And he goes, but I want to hear the intro song.
No.
I'm like, I don't got time. I gotta study for a midterm tomorrow.
I understand you completely. That's exactly how I am. So
we're like, this is the life we live. Like, we honestly do it like this. But it's like, it's so funny because we just try we're watching so much stuff right now because it's just over the last couple of years, it's just become so
much. We started like 2 anime, and then it's like 3 anime a week, and then 5 anime a week, and now we're like what? 4, 6, 7 anime?
8? No, we're at 8, I think.
8?
8 anime a week?
That's understandable.
So like we watch one a day, or we're watching like just like stockpile them till like the end of the week.
Yeah.
And then Friday just binge for like 4 hours straight.
Yeah.
You know, get through all of that.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like it's just it's getting to a point like I'm telling him like it's too much.
Yeah.
I'm like, come January, we're taking a break. I'm going on hiatus.
I take the former approach where I watch like 1 episode a day. I don't binge that often anymore.
Yeah.
But there's not a day that I don't watch an anime episode.
Okay, so what are you watching right now?
Hey, that's my question.
Well, I mean, you're asking questions, but I thought I jumped the gun.
Okay, fine.
I'm watching a lot of seasonal shows, but also I started one really popular one recently on Monday, actually. It was Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
That's like that's it's really good. He hasn't seen.
I've heard of it, but I know he hasn't never seen it.
I love the soundtrack.
Oh, of course.
It's a beautiful
the soundtrack's
soundtrack.
amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, like it's so like Also, like, sometimes, like, you forget what you're watching just because of the soundtrack. You're
of course. Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I have a friend who he puts the soundtrack on, like, the whole soundtrack's on, like, YouTube. He'll play the clip and he's like, I studied to that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, exactly. It's like great. It's like, it's good ambient music.
I literally just added the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack onto my studying playlist yesterday. So I'm like,
I know.
So I understand.
But it's also like a rite of passage. That anime, like, any adamant anime fan has seen that.
No, yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, I'm the person who waited until now. Like, I've watched pretty much, I mean, most popular shows, right? Yeah. But Cowboy Bebop, I'm just not like a big episodic anime watcher, right? It's like the ones that it's just like a little story in one episode, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm more for the ones that with like a big continuous story that like.
Well, I mean, like there are some animes that like it's like one episode.
No, exactly.
And then like there's that background arc that's like the big bad villain is in the background.
Yeah.
So many animes do that, and it's like super like dragged out and like. 500 episodes in, 200 filler episodes. You're like, what are we doing right now?
Exactly.
Why are we doing this?
Why
am I keep watching the filler one?
It just reminded me of like Fairy Tail, how like in the way beginning they're already mentioning like the villain.
Yeah. Like the very first episode drops the villain, and like what is it? Me and him are like. So the thing is, with me and Victor, we started watching it dubbed, and this has become the issue. So like, my biggest issue is like if I start watching something dubbed, I can't switch back over.
Yeah,
I can't switch over. Like it just bugs me. I can't do it. Can't be that.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. I know you. 95% of people say I can't watch dubbed. I don't like it. Whatever. I get it. I feel you, but. I can't go back. I'm sorry. The same thing happened with Naruto. Can't do it. Won't happen.
Understandable. I'm the exact same way, but with the sub.
Really?
If I watch one episode of the sub, I am not watching the dub. Yeah. You can't make me do it. Never. I will never do that. But I can go the other way around. I can go from a dub to a sub.
Okay, so like if I start watching it sub and I go to the dub, like I can do that. Like perfectly
exactly.
fine.
So I'm like the exact opposite.
But I can't go from dub to sub.
Yeah.
Wow. Just can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Can't be done.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. I can't do it. Anyway, so like the current issue we've run into now is like the anime will be over and we're still waiting for the last few episodes of Child. We're like, why is this a thing? Like, why am I living like this? Like this is the problem.
It's like let's just go watch it sub, but it won't be the same.
Like no, like what is it? You know, My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 4th season came out. The first episode dropped. This is a recap episode.
Yeah.
You know what happened? It aired in English before it aired in Japan.
Yeah.
Because of a typhoon. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
So they canceled the episode in Japan, but America got it in English dubbed before them.
Yeah, I heard about it. The thing, like the reason, like I was in, like I'm not watching it right now.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to end. So I can binge it all. Because I really like the series.
Oh, it's really good.
And it's like a series where like it's very bingeable.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna wait till the end. I heard this season's gonna be extremely good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was like, all right,
I can't do it.
I'll catch you in spring when it's finished.
Like, you can't do that.
What is it?
His like Google feed, it like shows up. It's like this happened in this episode.
No. I blocked everything. YouTube blocked, Reddit blocked, everything blocked.
I can't do that. Like I honestly, like the other thing too is like I have friends who watch this stuff and they like watch it. So they'll like all of a sudden drop like between the group chat. They're like, no, bro, why are you doing? Why are you spoiling?
No.
Like what is it? Like it's so that's why like I can't do this. Like so like I tell my friends, look guys, if I'll let you know if I'm watching it dubbed, and if that's the case, I can't talk to you about it till the week after.
Yeah.
And then there'll be times where like I'll mute the like group chat because I'm like I can't right now. Like I don't have time to be watching these episodes. I don't know why y'all like not living, but I gotta live my life. I'm trying to get my stuff together.
Well, for me to ask another question, what would you say would be your top 5 anime?
Top 5 anime?
Top 5 anime.
I love this question.
so much judgment right now.
I love talking about anime, so I'm just like, any question, I'm good. I mean, my favorite anime is Steins Gate.
Okay.
Have you guys seen it?
I'm reading the manga actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
It's
fantastic. Like, look. So when I first watched it, I watched it 2 years ago. I watched the first 3 episodes in the morning. I'm like, okay, it's pretty cool. Like the mystery is like pretty interesting. The first episode, I'm like, yo, there's a pretty big hook. So I'm just like, all right, I'll continue watching it later tonight. All right, it's 10 p.m. on. It was actually the day before I started university.
Okay, so to preface, he's in uni. In case you're wondering.
Yeah. So the day before my first day at 10 p.m., I decided to watch episode 4 of Steins Gate, and I'm gonna continue watching. I'm like, I'll watch until like maybe midnight, maybe 1, because I wasn't starting until maybe like noon, like on my first day. And so I'm like, I'll watch until like 1. But when I got to like 1 a.m., I got to an episode where I was just like, I can't stop now. you hit me with like the biggest cliffhanger of all time. I can't stop now. So then I watched the next episode. And they hit me with another cliffhanger. I mean...
You watched the whole season, didn't you?
I went to bed at 8 a.m. that day. That's all I gotta say. So...
How many seasons did you watch?
I watched the whole show, which was 24 episodes. Yeah. And then I watched the OVA that came after. Yeah. And then I watched the movie that came after. My God. I'm like... I'm gonna watch a movie. It's already 6 a.m. May as well. So,
it's already morning.
I love this thing so much. So I watched it all. Yeah, fantastic. 10 out of 10. Absolutely, like destroyed every other anime I've ever seen. Right, and then after that,
it gave me that experience.
Yeah, exactly. And then I went on a huge binge of just like watching all the popular shows that I've been neglecting for like such a long time, or like all like the really highly acclaimed ones, right? Mm-hmm. And so right after that, I had watched Code Geass.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've seen that. That's good.
And then right after that, I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay. And then started watching that, and then like something else came out, and we just like it's because the thing is like there's just so many stuff. Mm-hmm. It's like we'll start watching it, and then it's like something else will come out, and then like everybody's got to watch it, so that goes falls on the back burner.
Oh my God, no! I wasn't doing anything. I was just watching anime. I'd go home, finish my homework immediately. I'm watching for the rest of the night. I watched like maybe 20 anime from September to the end of the year. I just went insane. But anyway, I've kind of sidetracked. Yeah. The rest of my favorite. So
far 3.
Yeah.
Huh? 3. You're at 3. So
you're no. The other ones aren't my favorites. Oh no. Okay. I'll just say this: Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is.
So the first one is
Steins Gate. Number 2, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay.
All right. Number 3, Hunter x Hunter 2011.
Yeah. We still haven't gone to that.
We still haven't gone to that.
Oh my goodness. It'll completely redefine shonen for you. I'm just letting you know. The writing is impeccable. The writing. Yeah. No, I'm like, all shonen, I'm just like, hype, power up, strong. Yeah. And then that, I'm just like, yo, please don't power up. I'm like, I feel so awful. I'm like, everything is like, the stakes are so high. You know what I'm saying? And like, the characters are so well written. I'm like, I don't want to see you die. You're not dying. Nobody can die. The villain can't die. The side character can't die. Nobody can die.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying anything.
Cut out this whole combo.
No. All I'm saying is, it's insane. Okay, it's insane.
Okay, so
I'm done with that.
After that?
Number 4, Kill la Kill.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I don't know. It's just
to be honest, like the soundtrack's pretty good.
The soundtrack's insane.
The soundtrack's pretty good. Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, to be honest, the whole concept, it's like at first, like you're like, what am I watching? You know, like the first couple hours, you're like, what am I watching? Like you get to episode 12 and you're like, oh, okay, I think I can wrap my head around this. And then you're like, then you watch the 13th episode and you're like, what are we doing again? Like, why are we doing this? And then you get to the end and it's like this like big, like you get close to the end and it's like this big reveal. Yeah. And you're like, I never saw that coming. Yeah. That's a good plot twist. I like it. Yeah. Still, the concept makes no sense. Like, why are we doing this to ourselves?
Have you seen Gurren Lagann?
I don't. Wait, what?
Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
No, I don't think I have.
All right, so I mean that's my number 5. The people who made Kill la Kill were also made Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann like 6 years prior, and pretty much what those guys are known for is just making the craziest stuff ever. Like just to hype you up as much as possible, have you bouncing off of the walls, like the story is not supposed to, like it doesn't make sense. Yeah. It's not supposed to be realistic at all. Yeah. Like Gurren Lagann is just like you just turn off your brain and you're like, yes. and then 6 years later they come and the spiritual successor to Gurren Lagann, which was extremely loved, is Kill la Kill. And what do? They go even crazier. Yeah. Right? I mean, from the beginning you can tell the first episode, the first scene, literally the first line is talking about Hitler. Yeah. And it's like talking about how the Nazis won and they were just like took over the world pretty much. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're watching this now. I guess. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then the animation just starts going crazy. The soundtrack starts going crazy, and I'm just like, I love it. I don't know what it is, but I love it. You know?
There's certain animes that you're like you question why you keep watching it. Yeah. And you're like, what if this is like an actual problem? Like, what if I'm an addict? You know, What's wrong with you, man? I like look around and you like, and then someone casually drops like a link to like the UN classifying anime as a new addiction, and you're like, no, why? Why you gotta do me like this? Like, come on, like, why would you guys do this? Why did the world agree to this? How did this happen?
That's so. I mean,
So those are your top 5.
Those are my top 5.
All right,
Those are
so
good top 5.
so I assume you've seen like all of, like the big like Naruto and all those big ones.
I've watched. So I haven't finished Naruto. I was watching it. I know pretty like I've had like since it's so popular.
Yeah.
So much stuff gets around.
Yeah.
That has been spoiled on every single thing in Naruto.
Yo, look, Naruto is literally, it's basically part of society.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I don't know anybody who doesn't know about Naruto.
No, exactly.
Like even people who don't watch anime know about Naruto.
Yeah.
Like honestly,
100%.
There's people who don't like anime and know Naruto.
Yeah, like no, like what is it? We have a friend. He's 12, 11, 12. So he started watching Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
So family got into it. His whole family.
Yeah.
Like his mom, his dad. We started watching Naruto. We got to Shippuden.
Yeah.
We're like on episode 20 when Naruto. I'm sure. You're
No,
not
no.
It doesn't matter. Go ahead. Okay. I know like everything that happens after the end. I know.
Okay, so spoiler alert. Spoiler. Skip.
A minute and a half.
Like a minute and a half. I don't know. I don't know because this isn't post.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's the one where Naruto runs into Sasuke again after like for super long.
Yep.
Okay, so that scene, my father was like walking across the TV and he stopped. And he's like, yo, what is this? Yeah.
Oh.
And he sat down and we watched.
We proceeded to watch the entire. Like we just started binging it with him.
Wow.
Like it got to a point because there were so many episodes.
Yeah.
Well, because we were like playing catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We were like we got to a point where we were watching anywhere between 10 to 12 episodes Naruto.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Yeah.
And then we caught up.
Yeah.
And we're like, what have we done? Like, the other thing too is like all of a sudden I started telling the guys we're gonna catch up.
Yeah.
We're gonna catch up, and then we're all gonna be really sad about this. And we caught up, and then like it ended like recently.
Yeah.
Because we were watching Dub too, so like it finally ended like a year later for the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And we were like, what is it? And then I'm like, okay, so it's over now. What is it? And then we got him into Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Actually, we got our whole family into Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan.
The whole family would sit down and watch Attack on Titan.
I mean,
in
my opinion,
yeah,
it's a masterpiece.
It's actually really well written.
I think it's a masterpiece.
Honestly, once I'm done watching the anime, I'm probably gonna read the manga.
Yeah. The thing is with Attack on Titan, I liked it a lot from season 1.
Yeah.
I watched season 1 when it aired.
Yeah.
Right. So I've been waiting for a while now.
Oh, I know.
Right?
We were in the same boat.
Yeah,
we were in the exact same boat.
Exactly. And I loved it then. And then for me, season 2 blew it out of the water.
Yeah.
Like, season 2 was insane.
Yeah.
And then season 3 part 1 came out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is insane. Again. Yeah. And then season 3 part 2 came out. And I'm like, no, what? You can't get better. You can't just keep getting better.
Yeah.
And then it gets a lot better.
And then it ended, and you were like, the way the season ended too, it's like, honestly, like, when it was over, my sister goes, so, if I stopped watching it here, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
Because of the way it ended. Yeah. And then I'm like, but we need to know.
There's so many plot holes.
Like, and the thing is, I don't know if you guys know, it's ending soon.
Yeah, the next season's the last one.
Yeah, the next season's the last one. The manga is going to be ending in the middle of next year.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like around 24 episodes. It's like perfect for that.
Yeah.
And so I heard it gets even crazier and even better. I'm like, how? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, did we not just watch season
no,
part 2?
no,
What do you mean it gets better?
Yeah, honestly, like, I have a friend, he's... Okay, so... Okay, I don't even know how to say it. He's Canadian, okay? So he's a stereotypical Canadian. So he goes, like, what are they feeding the people in Japan, man? Like, these people are so creative.
Yeah.
Like, they're so creative. Like, and they're like, what is it? Me and Victor, we've gone into a lot of, like, slice of life anime.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? What was it? We, like, binged to, like, Violet Evergarden. Have you heard of that?
I have heard of it, yeah.
Okay, look, so we got to episode 10. I kid you not, I was in tears.
No,
He cried.
I was a river.
Listen.
I have not, like, no, look, I have not cried so much over an animated character like I did for that episode.
Violet Evergarden, I have yet to watch it.
Yeah.
But episode 10 is an episode I've heard of a lot. I don't know what happens.
Yeah.
Except for it has to do with mothers.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Oh,
yes.
Dude, it's just like thinking about it makes me teary. Like,
I have not met a single person who hasn't cried.
Yeah.
Every single person who has mentioned it to me is like, I have never cried more.
Yeah.
And now you just add to that list. You know?
No.
And I mean, I'll watch it soon because I don't know. before, like a year ago, I had like a mission to make myself cry watching anime. Because when I was watching anime back in like 2014, there was a bunch of shows that made me cry. You know, and I was like, maybe it was because I was like, what is it called? I was younger.
Yeah.
But I was like, I watched.
So I assume you saw No Lie in April. Your Line.
No.
Your Line. Is it Your Line? You haven't seen it?
No, I mean,
oh my God. That one also made me cry.
Listen. I mean, I watched half of it when it first aired, and I was like, I like it, and then I don't know what happened. I just stopped. Like, I was just watching it to watch it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is a really like unpopular opinion, but I was just watching it to watch it. You know what I mean? Because I could tell like it was very well done.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, no matter the show, like. Even if I dislike it, I can respect a well done show.
Well,
you know
the other thing too is like I get how people get like, oh no, it's complete trash, but like, realistically, like the amount of effort that people go into making these things is ridiculous.
Actually, like in the anime, like Attack on Titan, just the animators themselves, they have to make 10,000 frames.
Yeah,
just per action scene.
Per action, no, not per action scene, per episode.
Yeah.
But
like
it also depends, like on the episode of the anime. If there's like not a lot of movement, it's like close to like 5,000.
Yeah,
but
so like double the work per episode.
Yeah,
like and there are some like extremely talented like animators. I know since you mentioned Attack on Titan, I know there's just one specific scene from season 3 part 2. I'm not gonna mention it.
Yeah,
but there's one specific scene that everybody always clips. That's like extremely well animated by one guy.
Yeah.
Took him months, right? Yeah. That one guy, I'm just like, it might be some of the best animation I've ever seen. Attack on Titan alone has like
actually
top 5
Naruto.
I've ever seen,
one of the animators for Naruto, he designed this whole new style just for fighting scenes. It's revolutionized all of fighting. I mean, they go back and watch Naruto literally just to see how
like
they did it.
Naruto, because Naruto like is so old. It pioneered like technologies that were never used for like that kind of stuff before. Yeah. So like a lot of the action scenes nowadays, like you're watching, you're like, so they saw Naruto. You watch it and it's like super like, and even like Dragon Ball Z now, like Dragon Ball Z's action, like it was pretty good for like
its action would be like phases, but now you actually see them going for it. Yeah, because that's like
Naruto. Yeah. I've seen clips of Super and Super. I'm like, yo, chill out.
It's hype. He's watching Super.
Yeah.
I finished.
Like I don't know, man. I don't know what to watch anymore.
It's like take it back to like Your Lie in April. Yeah, I mean like the show's like really well done, but like I didn't like the characters personally. I didn't like I forget his name, Kosei, the main character.
Yeah,
I believe that's
black haired guy, glasses.
Yeah,
and then blonde girl.
I can't remember her name.
And I was like, I didn't like the characters as much, and then the side characters, I'm like, okay. I was like, you're just fine.
Okay, so what are the animes you watched to see if you could cry?
Oh, I mean...
It'd be like the happiest anime ever.
Actually, it wasn't like... The shows that ended up making me cry aren't ones I even expected, right? Okay. And I didn't watch... There's one specific one that everyone always talks about that I didn't watch on purpose because I'm like, I know this one will make me cry, but I'll save it just in case nothing else does. Okay. And that one's Clanad.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm just waiting with Clanad, right?
We started watching Clanad. We started watching, and then something happened where we didn't...
Something happened to me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so... We were watching it, and then I believe something happened with like the subscription service or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Where it got like taken down, and now it's like on another one.
Oh, okay.
Because like the licensing rights or something like that.
Yeah.
So we stopped watching for, but like.
I see.
Yeah, because I'm all about that licensing.
Yeah, of course.
It's the hardest. Like, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
The same thing's happening now with like regular TV.
Oh,
Netflix, Hulu. It's like why can't we just shove everything in one? Yeah. And we all will help the betterment of each other.
I mean, like years ago when Crunchyroll was like the really big one.
Yeah.
Then it was like easy because Crunchyroll would get everything, right?
Yeah. Now Netflix gets
Netflix
stuff.
Is trying. Amazon's trying.
But like the thing, what is it? Netflix now is like producing and creating their own anime.
I mean, yeah.
What is it like?
I mean, like what is it called? I mean, there's one misconception that I see.
Castlevania is it?
Castlevania. That was dumb completely. Yeah.
They do.
One thing I was gonna mention. I always see people who don't watch anime that often.
Yeah.
They don't know. Like for example, shows like Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah.
They think that's Netflix made.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Netflix just has it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They had the licensing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like some of the money that these studios are making for licensing rights, like Netflix pays hundreds of millions of dollars to have it on like their platform for like a year.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. And I'm like, that's nuts.
100%.
Yeah, but like for like what is it? The other thing too, like with Like, so what were the other ones you were like saying about that made you cry?
Oh yeah, I mean Clannad was the one I was
It's on the
waiting
back.
with.
Yeah, you're like
The ones that made me cry like 2014 is like I watched like Angel Beats.
okay, yeah,
Okay.
Cry at the end, and then Sakura. So if you guys have seen that one or heard that one,
I think I have heard of it. There's just so many, man.
Yeah, I know. I forget. No, if I tell you the full name, maybe you'd know, and like if I show you the picture, but like I don't know. Everyone calls it Sakura. So and so I don't know. That like it was a really nice story. I mean, like just made me cry.
There's some wholesome ones.
Yeah, exactly. And then for years, nothing.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, when I started that binge of like all the popular shows, watched Steins Gate, cried. At some point, I didn't cry. Actually, no, I got choked up.
There's
There's levels to it, right? I was like,
I contained emotion.
Yo, I can't speak. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, but yeah, like, I got like really, I got choked up, but I didn't cry. Okay. And then I watched Full Metal Alchemist.
Getting kind of defensive, I gotta say. It's getting a little defensive.
and then I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But when I finished, I'm like what you were saying with Naruto, when you're finished, you're just like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, wow, I'm done. I caught up. Right. I finished it. I was watching the end credits. I'm like, yo, why am I crying? What's going on?
No, like one of the biggest things I've run into recently is the fact that like we'll finish an anime and like whether like they decide to give it another series or not. Like, as soon as I see Zoro, I'm like, I'm all depressed. I'm like, why am I so depressed? And then I'm like, can I watch it again?
Yeah, I know exactly. And then the show that truly did it, that truly got me to just took off my glasses, started crying. I'm like, and my mom's like, watch me. She's like, what are you?
You were ugly crying.
I'm like, literally, I'm like eating my rice, you know, at the dinner table, watching a little anime. And she's like, why are you crying while eating? And I'm like, don't worry. You know what I mean? And that show was Assassination Classroom.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I can't say anything about it, obviously, but bring some tissues.
Okay,
bring some tissues.
At some point, you might cry.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of stuff like that. Like what is it? Like outside Victor. Like the only reason I got into Violet Evergarden was because I saw like it was in the background of actually a classmate of mine. And I never like told her. Actually, it wasn't until recently that I'm like, oh, so you're into like I casually brought it up. Yeah. Also, because the fact that like. I try not to portray my inner nerd when I'm in school. Yeah. Because
I mean, I get it.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, look, not many people know I watch anime.
Yeah.
But you see how I'm acting now. Now you see how I'm acting now. Yeah. But like just going off about everything.
Well, yeah, but like the thing with that was like so. But anyway, I saw the background. I'm like, oh, someone told me to watch this a while ago. Someone watched it, and man, was that ever an experience? Yeah. And then like afterwards, the studio was like, I don't know if you heard, but the studio got like an arson attacked it. Yeah. And I was like, oh, and they were like gonna release a movie. Yeah. And like I was like, oh, I was actually so excited for that. It's honestly like and it was really interesting because that arson fire. Yeah. People were like, they were talking about it here. Yeah. We in Canada.
No, it was absolutely insane in terms of like.
And apparently, it's like the first fire to kill that many people in Japan alone.
I think in terms of like mass murders.
Yeah.
I think it's like really up there.
Yeah, because
if not like number one.
Oh yeah, like no, but like that, like in Japan anyway.
Yeah, no, in Japan. Yeah.
Because it was something like 14 people or something like that.
No. It was like actually maybe in terms of deaths, but like I remember, but like in terms of like injuries.
Yeah, it was like the whole.
No, exactly. Yeah. I mean, like the reason I remember the number, it was like in the 30s, something like that. Because like a lot of them actually just got back to work. There's an announcement like I read yesterday. That like I don't know, 90% of them are actually back working on Violet Evergarden movie. Yeah. And so
I was like, yo, man, I'm like, that's actually crazy. Yeah. Like I'm like, but the other thing too is like they got a lot of support and like
of course.
Like, there's like a GoFundMe and I was like, yo, man,
GoFundMe was insane. Yeah. I was like refreshing and it would go up 100K every time.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, man, I want to donate, but like we already reached the goal. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah. Like, I honestly, like, someone sent me the link. I was like, it's too late now. It's honestly too late. We reached the goal. Like, what's the point?
No, exactly. I think in terms of, in donations, at the end, I think it was like something like $20 million. Maybe over that. Yeah. But at least 20 million.
Like, also because like they have to fix the building. They have to do some stuff. Like, also like the cost of like, just all those people who are like, all like, it's just horrible.
I think they're turning the area into like a memorial park.
Oh wow.
Kind of thing for them, yeah.
Oh wow.
And so like they're not gonna be rebuilding that building specifically. Yeah, they're just gonna build it into a little like a little memorial for them.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah. No, but it's honestly like,
wow, we got really quiet.
And really like,
okay, well, bringing it back. It's back to questions. Moving on. You say you game a lot.
Yes.
So is that like console, computer wise, or everything above? And if everything above,
Stop moving your hands on the table.
I'm sorry. And if everything above, then what are your top games?
I play like so I have a gaming PC that I built within the last year. I have a Nintendo Switch and I have a PS4 that I don't have many games on, but I have it there. So but I play in terms of on my PC like online games. I play League of Legends a lot.
Yeah,
and like I stopped playing it for a while, but like I really got back into it recently, and so that's what I've been playing a lot recently. In terms of my Switch, I play every big game that comes out on Nintendo pretty much. Yeah. Catch me next month playing Pokemon.
I had to take League off my laptop.
Oh, yeah?
I had to take it off. I had to focus. Like, when I started college, I'm like, I got to focus on school. I don't got time for this.
I deleted everything on my laptop yesterday, actually. Like, since I have my
PC. Did a lot yesterday.
Yeah. I deleted everything.
He's like, I got to have something to talk about.
I deleted everything off it. I'm like, I need to work. You know what I mean? I can't look at anything else. And so I have only school stuff on my laptop now.
Like sometimes when I'm studying, I'll even shut off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because like I have my phone synced to my laptop, so like text messages, Instagram messages, Facebook messages, like everything just like filters through my laptop. When I'm on my laptop, and then I'm like, and I'll go for my phone. I'm like, I can't do this right now. Like I put my phone on silent, so just hit the Wi-Fi off. Yeah. And then like the other thing too is like people, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry for them late replies. I just want you to know. I'm trying to be a successful student. There are priorities I do have in life. I mean, come on. There's oftentimes like, and like I love hearing people like, and especially I'm sure you've seen it in school. Like you'll be like sitting like if you go closer to the back, and see all the people like some people like watching YouTube, Netflix. Yeah. There's that one guy who has like his console controller out because he's gaming. I'm like, yo, how are you doing this right now? Who are you?
Yeah. I mean, that was me up until very recently. Up until because like I don't know. That's exactly what I was doing. I sat at the back, you know what I mean, not really paying attention in class. Yeah. And so now it's more like I just delete everything, right? Yeah. I'm like I already wasn't using the stuff that much as of this semester, but then yesterday I'm just like, I don't need it. Like, I don't need it. Yeah. Like, it shouldn't just be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's just a temptation.
Exactly. So I took everything off. Like, I removed some of the the accounts that I had on. I was like, whatever. All I have on it is notes, textbooks, and all the applications I need for like coding and nothing else.
So okay. Sidetrack. So you're doing computer science. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just out of curiosity, what's the text editor you use?
Visual Studio.
Yeah.
And I use that for everything except for Java because I was too dumb to figure out how to get Java working on it. Yeah, like I was trying to do it and it kept giving me an error and I was like, I installed what you asked me to install, but you're still not working. So I'm just gonna go back to good old Eclipse and just use Eclipse. Yeah. And I mean,
don't you use Eclipse?
I used to. Yeah, actually, I used Eclipse because it was actually like a class, or like the very first like class. Yeah. Because so for those who don't know, I took a year. I took programming before I'm doing what I'm doing now, but that's an episode for another thing. Yeah. So when we were doing when I was doing programming, we had to download Eclipse, and that was like an actual class, like the very first class, or like download Eclipse, we'll walk you through it. Yep. And like the initial setup and all that. Yep. And then I download it, and then like a week or two later, a friend of mine goes, "Yo, heard of Atom?"
Oh yeah.
And then I'm like, what? I started using that.
Yeah. I mean, like everyone would recommend me whatever a text editor they liked, and I'm like, yo. I got Eclipse.
Yeah. Actually, I've tried quite a few. I've tried like Visual Studio, like almost all of them, and then like, but
Atom's just the one that clicked for you.
Yeah, Atom's just also because like it has like all the plugins to like instantly it's like literally just install. You install like say you want to coding like Python, you hit install, done.
No, exactly.
Instantly works.
I mean, honestly, I should check it out then because that's what I liked about Visual Studio. Yeah. I literally downloaded it and I'm like, okay, C++, okay, C#, okay. I don't care. Just give me everything. Yeah. Give me one of everything. You know, but Java, I was like, it wasn't working because.
Well, like the thing with like is with Atom is like when you're creating like like your folders and all that stuff. Yeah. Like it's a little like it's organized. Yeah. But like it's a little more loose. If that makes any sense. Yeah. Like as opposed to it's kind of like Eclipse in that aspect, but entirely different at the same time.
Yeah.
The other thing too is like you can also code like I think Android Studio also works in there too.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay, so like I think they're like I think that was another reason why I started using.
Okay, I might have to check it out then because like that's something I want to check out. But like,
I think that's like an update that they're. I can't remember to be honest. There's so much stuff but there's so many text editors out there.
No, yeah.
And finding the right one, like I don't know, like and everyone has their preference. Like,
no, exactly. Yeah.
And some people like don't even like they're like, oh, just use a command prompt.
Oh no, I can't.
There are people who do that.
People in my class do that, and I'm just like, stop.
Yeah,
please stop. I don't like that. It bothers me. You doing your work bothers me. Yeah. So stop. Yeah. For my sake.
Have you started using? Have you tried Ubuntu?
No.
Like Linux? You haven't done any Linux stuff yet?
No.
Oh, that's an interesting.
Is it tough stuff?
No, it's an interesting because you learn to code it. It's called Shell. Mm-hmm. But like one of the things with that is like almost every server runs on that.
Yeah. Okay.
So like the other thing too is like Netflix, Linux is also like the basis for Android. Mm-hmm. So like anything you code, like basically there's a lot of crossover. Mm-hmm. The other thing too is like the most open platform ever. Okay. And then you enter the conversation of distros. So it's like a Windows interface, and everybody has their own preference. Ubuntu's one of them. Mint's one of them. Yeah. There's like a whole bunch. There's like what's the one I really like? Manjaro. I love Manjaro. Okay, Manjaro is great. Here's the reason why. Okay, so Manjaro actually releases NVIDIA drivers with it.
Oh, okay.
So you can game on it. It's open source and you can game on it. And like the other thing too is like you can install Steam and it works. Like it actually works. And you're like a free operating system. Yeah. That lets me game. Yeah. With 60 frames per second. Yeah. This is all I wanted. Like it's like the ultimate hack. Yeah. It's right here.
I was gonna check out all that stuff like sometime soon actually, because I mean it keeps popping up and I'm like and I keep looking at like different like
I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a class
no, for sure
I'm sure there's gonna be a class for you.
There's gonna be a class for that. And I've just been looking at like the positions open for like places that I would apply to later on. Yeah. And I see Linux mentioned so much. Oh yeah. And Ubuntu mentioned so much. So I'm just like I have to check it out at some point.
Dude,
now.
It's a whole. Yeah. It's a whole. Yeah. It's honestly like it's like picking like the language you want to code in. Yeah. Oh, like the one you want to like perfect. Yeah. It's kind of like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But like once you fall into this hole. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah, there's no coming out.
I feel you.
And there are people who say that, and there are people who detest Windows. Yeah. They only use Linux.
Yeah. No, I've met people like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
What is it? Dell releases a laptop. Yeah. And then they have a developer of like their flagship. Yeah. They have like the Windows one, and then they'll have like a developer option, which is like the same laptop but like Linux based. Yeah. And they release all the drivers and stuff for it. Okay. And they like update it and everything. I'm like, yo, that's actually cool. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like,
but it's because like Linux is often used for like coding and stuff.
Yeah.
So like a lot of coders use that. Mm-hmm.
I was out there. I should check it out tonight.
No. Not tonight. This is a mistake. This is quite honestly like a summer thing.
Okay.
You need some time to digest.
Is he gonna do it tonight? No.
No, man, you don't understand. This is not like.
All right. Yeah. Maybe in the winter break. I'll work a little bit.
I've tried like almost all of them. Yeah. Like and what is it? And I kept like I can't remember what I did something where I broke another laptop. Like I blue screened it.
Oh really?
Yeah. Because okay, so there's like there's this thing called Arch Linux, and like you have to install driver by driver. Okay. And like I think somewhere along the line I messed up. Yeah. Like I seriously messed up somewhere along the line. Yeah. And it's just like blue screen. Yeah. Like it doesn't even boot anymore. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? It's okay. I'm okay with it.
It's okay.
I'm like, it's not my actual baby. It's okay. I forgive, right? Yeah. So like the other
I forgive you.
Well, the other thing too, I gotta upgrade this thing. It's like 5 years old now.
Yeah.
Yo, man, this is where I live. Yeah. But like, there's so many things like that. But when it comes to laptops, it's a new one every year. So.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have that. There's that one classmate. Yeah. That's a new laptop every year.
Yeah. And I'm just like. You rich kids. You rich kids. Like I don't have much else to say to them. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. There was this. I remember this one guy. He showed up with so I went to a college instead of a university. So the college is bring your own device, but they specifically say on the website that if you bring a Mac, they're not responsible for any like technical issues.
Okay.
So like, because if you're installing a software and like a technical issue, we're not responsible.
I see.
Because they only support like they offer support, but like, how do I get Wi-Fi? How do I get Microsoft?
Yeah.
Like that kind of help.
Yeah.
But for Windows computers,
they're
like, I need my like I need like extra RAM. They're like,
what? Really?
Yeah. But like, of course they charge you for it. But like,
of course.
They offer the service there, but if it's like a Mac, they can't do that, right? Because everything's like soldered onto the mother.
Yeah.
Like, I can't upgrade RAM. It's over.
I respect that. I'm an avid Mac hater.
No, but there was this guy. There was this guy who had his Mac, and then he booted Windows on it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We would do so much stuff, but like it'd always be super funny because there'd be like a technical issue, and I'd be like, man, just get a Windows.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing this?
No, I know somebody who would constantly get MacBooks.
Yeah.
And only use Windows on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like immediately, the first thing you do is try to get Windows on it. I'm like, dude. Just buy a Windows laptop. I'm like, these are overpriced anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, like, no, it's honestly just the brand name. It's
100%.
Like, efficiency-wise, like, I'm just, like, I'm sure everyone's seen that meme where it's like, how to game on a Mac, and they have, like, the mouse as, like, a trackpad. Like, they're using the Mac as a trackpad.
Oh, my God.
Like, they're using, like, as a mouse pad, just, like, so they can game on their, like, Windows PC. It's, like, the greatest thing ever.
Oh, my God.
It's honestly so funny.
Yeah. I mean...
Okay, so back to the games.
Yeah, sorry.
You said League of Legends?
Yeah, League of Legends. I've been playing it a lot. I played it a couple hours yesterday. I was going to play it tonight. I'm going to be honest. Actually, recently, I mean... So the company that makes League of Legends, Riot Games...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, League of Legends has been fun. They've had it for 10 years now.
Yeah.
For the 10th anniversary, they showed a bunch of new games.
Yeah.
And finally putting the S in Riot Games, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, okay, you can't call yourself Riot Games
if you only have one game.
Yeah. But they announced a lot of things. So, like, now I think, I mean, if I just stick with Riot alone, I'll be... playing a lot more stuff now because I really like the world, right? So like they have a fighting game coming out, they have a shooter coming out, they have an MMORPG coming out, and a card game. They're like Blizzard, get out of here, get out of here. We don't need you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like Overwatch, goodbye. Hearthstone, get out of here. Yeah. Like really, they're destroying the competition.
Oh yeah.
So,
well, like they've happened. What is it? The other thing too is like they get so much free advertisement from like so many like famous people.
Yeah.
Like what is it? Imagine Dragons. All of them play it. And the other thing too is like what's really funny about Imagine Dragons is like apparently they even show up late to concerts because they're in matches.
I understand it.
Yeah.
It's like I gotta finish the match.
Yeah, I've been late to class.
It's like I gotta finish the match.
I'm like, it's too bad. Class can wait. You know what I mean? I'm like, this rank game can't.
Yo, man, it's only like $75 a class, but still, you know. I mean,
hey. My rank games matter way more than my class. That's all I gotta say.
I don't know about that, but okay.
I mean,
it's like say as I do, no. What is it? Say as I do, but don't do as I. No, say as I do. What's that saying? I heard it today so many times. Do as I say, not as I do.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So tell people go to school.
100%. No, yeah, go to school. What? Yeah. Go to all your classes.
Don't be late. Be punctual.
Of course. If you want to do well, that's the number one rule.
For sure.
But I play league games instead. So
do as I say, not as I do. What is it? No, there's so much stuff that like that. Like I can't. Like what is it? The other day, a friend of mine. No, a long time. No, the other day. It's like a while ago. Someone was like, "Yo, you need to play Terra."
Play what?
Terra. Have you heard of Terra?
Terra? No.
T-E-R-A. Terra.
No.
So it's like this MMORPG.
Okay.
So Terra.
I don't know. Oh yeah, Terra.
You're talking about Terraria.
Yeah, Terraria. I don't know why.
I thought you were talking about Terraria.
Yeah, okay, no, it's not that.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's like the 2D Minecraft.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got into this, and then like, I don't know, I downloaded it. It didn't take that long. Then I hit play, create a character.
Yeah.
7 hours later. That's literally what happened. Yeah. I was like, what is going like because like there's like so many like campaign things and like
there's side quests.
There's like what is it? Someone was like a friend of mine was telling me that he's been playing the game for something like I think like 7 years. I think it's like 7 years old. Yeah. He got on like really early.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I still haven't done all the side quests.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, and like keep updating stuff. Like this is like World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
They keep updating it and like
No, exactly.
There's just so much content. Like, how?
Mean, I was gonna start an MMORPG like that. I was gonna start Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to do that to myself in the middle of the school year.
Yeah. That's like a summer thing.
Yeah. But my friends really wanted to get into it, and like that, like they constantly bring out DLC.
Yeah.
And the DLC for Final Fantasy 14 has been like insanely good from what I hear from friends,
sure,
right?
Yeah.
And so the thing is with MMORPGs, like I just can't get into them as much, right? Like there's a specific style of gameplay that I like. And
you like
in most of my games, like either strategic, like turn-based games, like a card game or whatever, I'll play that, right?
Yeah.
Or like for a lot of the games that aren't online, hack and slash and stuff like that. So like whenever I see an MMORPG where it's like you're like, for example, I was gonna for Final Fantasy 14, I was gonna play a mage.
Yeah.
And I just sit there, I'm just casting spells.
Yeah.
And waiting, like, and have cast times, and I'm just waiting the entire time. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want it to be a lot more interactive.
Yeah.
And so those are the types of games that I like.
For sure, yeah, because there's like a lot of grinding you gotta do.
No, exactly. And I'm just like, I can't do it.
And like the other thing, like, what is it like? You get bored.
Really easily.
Yeah. But like, what is it like? I have a friend who he's like, bro, like, what is it like? The other day he was like, I can't remember what game he was like. He's like, okay, bro. He's like, I gotta go home and do some grinding. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
And he goes, no, man, like, in my game, like, I gotta put in at least a good 4 hours of grinding. Yeah. I'm like, okay, why though? He's like, it's gotta be done. It's gotta be done.
Oh my God. I have so many friends like that. They're just like, every single day they're on something.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who got back into like old school RuneScape.
Yeah.
And,
because it came on like mobile?
Yeah, they don't stop.
Yeah.
They don't stop. At all times, they're doing something. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get 99 fishing. I've never played RuneScape, so I don't know what that means. he's like 99 fishing. I got to do it. And I'm like, how long have you been doing this? A really long time. I've been doing this for so long.
It's like I haven't eaten in a few days.
I haven't slept in 2 weeks. I'm like, I don't think you should be alive right now.
Yeah.
He's like, has to be done.
72 hours is a stretch.
No, exactly. So
anything over 72 hours, like, what are you trying to achieve here? You're no longer a human. You're entering the phase of zombie.
Exactly. I can't do it. So
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I don't know how some people do it. Like, but what is it? Recently, me and him, we've gotten back into Minecraft.
Oh yeah.
So like, I don't know. And they keep dropping these updates. So I'm like, what is going on? Like,
I never played Minecraft when I was when it first blew up.
Yeah.
I didn't play it. And now it's like blowing up a second time, right?
Like, okay, so we got into it before it blew up.
Yeah,
it blew up, and then we kind of like walked away for a little bit, and then it blew up again, and we're like, I guess I'll check it out. You know what ended up happening? I have it on my phone now.
Oh god! I mean, I was gonna start it for the first time,
and they're gonna do crossplay on it too. Now.
Okay, it's over. It's over when they do crossplay. It's over. Yeah. Everybody's gonna be playing it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's already playing it.
Yo, like, what is it like? I don't know what it is, but it's like it's actually really like. There's so many like the potential for this game because it's like this giant. It's essentially a sandbox.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Right? It's a sandbox game, so like the potential for it is absurd. Yeah. Like there are so many things that like directions they could go in and
exactly.
But
there's this thing called like a server called Crazy Craft.
Okay.
That's just literally like a bunch of like mods.
It's like all the craziest mods in like a version of Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like all put in one spot.
Yeah.
And it's like absurd. It's like, why isn't this actually part of the game? Like, and you're just like, oh my god.
At least they let you do it. You know what I mean? That's the thing with like, since it's a sandbox game, there are so many games where like, if they had like a sandbox mode, would be a lot more popular, but they just don't do it.
Of course, yeah. Well, like, because the other thing too is like the issue that Minecraft has run into is like, there's so many bugs, man. There's so many bugs.
There's like every other day, there's like, oh, update, we found another bug.
Yeah.
The other thing too is like flushing it. Like, what is it? One of the things that they had to do, just to put it on like the Xbox. I think the Xbox and the PS4.
Yeah.
They had to rewrite the entire game engine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Damn. The entire game engine.
Yeah.
Because and that version, like there's a Java edition and there's a Bedrock edition and there's a console edition.
Okay.
So the move to Bedrock puts everyone like that's what crossplay allows. Okay. So, but to do that, they had to move everyone over to that.
Yeah.
The problem is that the Java edition is so loved by PC gamers that that's not gonna happen. The other thing too is like modding and all that stuff like. And it's just like there's so many bugs with that. Like it's just like it's not even worth attempting.
No, yeah.
Like
and
especially
then, like,
people start finding glitches and they use them as cheats.
Yeah.
So it's like a duplication glitch. I figured out how to do it. I'm like just to show my brother. I'm like look open that chest. It's just full of diamonds.
Yeah. Like so like that's the thing, right? So like people are always doing that.
I mean, like I just want to try it, and especially since like with like a really good build. you can make Minecraft look so nice.
Oh, we have to show you a few things.
And so and so since I built my PC is it's not the best, but it's pretty good, and it can run Minecraft like with the shaders and everything. And
so you got them shaders.
Yeah, that's the plan. So I want to play it just so I can experience that because it looks really pretty.
Yo, I figured out how to get shaders on my phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, but okay.
Yeah, so I got them shaders. Anyway, yeah, but we're out of time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, we're out of time. We actually went over by like a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I feel when I finish editing, it's still gonna be over. Because there's literally nothing.
It's all good.
There's honestly nothing to
we
get out.
We always end up having more to talk about. You know, and
whenever I watch podcasts, I'm like, I love that. I'm like, when they go over, I'm like, yes, please go over like 40 minutes, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, we respect that 45 minute. We respect.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
I mean, we even do less sometimes.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand
there's one episode that's like 20
You're
something.
continuing.
Okay, just
okay.
Actually, end it. Go.
Okay, guys, it's been Two Latin Brothers podcast. You know, we leave everything in the description. Actually, if you'd like to shout yourself out, like an Instagram, I don't
have anything. Don't worry.
You don't have anything?
Don't worry about me.
Are you sure?
No, I'm all good. Don't worry.
Okay. Let's see. Everything's always in the description. You guys can go follow us on our Instagram. We have a Facebook, which we haven't had anything on it yet.
I don't have time.
We have a Twitter. You know, you guys.
There's also nothing on that because
also
I don't
nothing.
have time.
Yeah. If you guys use Anchor, you guys can leave us a voice message of what you guys think about the podcast, or leave us a question.
Yeah, a text question.
Honestly, we want to have an episode where we just answer you guys' questions. So
also,
if you guys can do that, and please share.
Also, and again, I've said this multiple times. Literally incentive. If you leave your Instagram in the voice message or in the text message, I will leave it I will leave the link to your profile in the description.
Oh wow.
I kid not.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. You know, I'm waiting for someone to do it. No one's done it yet, but I'm waiting for someone.
Do it.
Yeah.
Listen to him. Someone listen to him.
Yeah. Okay, so this has been Two Latin Brothers podcast. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.